G'day guys, Nightmare Reaper here. Today we're going to do a video on putting. It's something that people are constantly requesting, so I'm going to run you through how I go about alignment in my putts, so lining up where I'm hitting the ball and how I execute my putts. It's something that I really push in my own game to really practice, and it shows in my consistency. So I'm generally pushing to be in the top 20 in putting stats. And that's where I like to be. So today we're going to keep it short and sharp. I've got busted ribs at the moment, so I haven't been playing much, so my eye might be out a little bit in how I'm lining up, but that's okay. We will see how we go. So join me now. We're going to click up on menu. We're going to click practice on the left-hand side here. We're going to click putting, easy, and then up the top here is this advanced tab. We're going to hit that one. We're going to set the length to short, which is 5 to 10 foot putts. We're going to click elevation to flat, break to straight, and then you can select whatever green speed you would like to work on. Let's go for it. Okay, so we're on the putting green now. What we're going to be doing today is challenging and putting a little bit of pressure on ourselves to constantly make putts. So we're going to aim to get 6 putts in a row from this nice little short distance here. If we get them in, we're going to trigger to the next target. If we miss, we've got to start that 6 again. So the first thing I'm doing is when I'm aligning a straight putt here, there's a slight break right to left, but not enough to worry us. I'm visualizing a line through the ball. So I'm going to magically show you what I'm seeing in my mind now. So the line starts back here and it goes through the ball straight to the target. And all I'm doing is I'm going back on that line and through the line like that. There's one. Next hole. Again, not enough break to worry us. Back, through. Next hole. Again, back, through. So just going through that process. If you miss, you start again. Working your way up to 6. It could be 10. It could be 12. Just sort of challenging yourself like that. So straight putts, that's all I'm doing. So just back and through. Nice and smooth. Okay, let's ramp this up a little bit now. We're going to go to menu again. We're going to go to practice, putting, easy, advanced tab again. This time we're going to go medium distance, 10 to 30 feet. Elevation we're going to set to any. And then our break we are also going to set to any. Next, our green speed again, choose as you see fit. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of curve to contend with. So we can see that the lines are coming in from the left and they're heading to the right. So just like a flowing river, and it is a downhill putt. So 0.6 downhill. Pro greens. So immediately I'm thinking, I do not want to get too much past the hole. It's not super deadly, but with a bad putt, you could definitely be off the back of the green there. So I'm going to show you what I'm visualizing in my mind. So I stand behind the ball and I draw an imaginary line right there where I think the ball is going to curve. Now, we can't hit a curved putt with our putter. The green will move the ball for us. We need to hit a straight putt. So in order to do that, we're going to now visualize a straight line across the top of that arc. That is now our straight putt. What we now need to do is work out where our flat putt point is. So to hit a flat putt, so there's no slope, we need to actually bring that back there. So our hole is in fact right there. So that is now my aiming point. I'm ignoring the real pin. I'm ignoring the slope. All I'm doing is visualizing a straight putt to that point right there. So we're going to hit that putt now. Nice and smooth. See the ball curve round to the right now. Pick up that slope. Got it in. Nice. Okay, let's go to another one. Okay, so we've got the reverse now. So we've got a right to left putt. Not too much danger down to the left there, so I can be a little bit more aggressive on this one. So I'm visualizing my line standing behind the ball here, visualizing where I believe the curve to be, which is right about there. Now my straight putt, we are 0.02 downhill, so not a heap. We can actually be a little bit aggressive, so I'm going to ignore that. And we're going to draw our straight line across the top of the arc. So now all I'm doing, that's my new pin right there. and I'm going to just hit the ball straight to that point there. It's going to catch that slope now. Come on round, a little bit too hard. That was because I ignored that 0.2 downhill. Okay, let's go to one more. Okay, so this is a really good one here. So we've got a left to right break. It is 0.6 downhill, but we've got all this to our right, which will take the ball on pro greens potentially right off the green way down there. So we definitely don't want to be down there. So in this situation, what I'm thinking is safety. I don't want to get past the hole, or at least past where that circle is. So I'm thinking I need to be sending the ball up the hill here. We've got this sort of steep slope up here. Once the ball gets to there, we'll be able to use the slope to just let it use its own weight to head down the hill there. So hopefully stopping just either just in front of the hole or just past it is fine, anywhere in that circle. So I'm going to actually draw a line up this way. The reason is, if I visualize that line, we can see that if I stop the ball up there, it's going to turn very sharply and head back down the hill there. So our now aiming point to get the ball to there is going to be right there. It is downhill, so we only need to get it like just sort of before in line with the pin, so right there. So we're going to imagine now our pin is right there. We're going to align ourselves, and we're just going to hit the ball straight to that point there. Okay, we'll see it grab that hill. It's going to turn sharply now, using its own pace to head down the hill. Nothing wrong with that. We'll go in. Nothing wrong with that at all. So that's the idea. You're using the slope, particularly on pro greens, to your advantage. Okay, let's go one last one. So this is a very makeable putt. We've got the slope coming in from the left, and then it just banks the tiniest bit right at the end. So it's not going to do a lot because it's coming in from the left. It's actually going to just straighten. It's sort of going to be fighting its urge to be going left while it's being pushed right. So we're going to draw our imaginary line right through there, and then we're going to draw our straight line. Now this part is 0.4 downhill. We don't want to go too much past the hole, but it's fairly straight if we do. So I'm not too worried about being a little bit aggressive here. So we're going to align ourselves now. Imagine our new flag, our new hole, which is right there. And all we're going to do is just nice, gentle to that hole. See it catch the slope. I underhit that, which was average. Let's go one more. Nicely to our hole. Much better. See it come around there, straighten, and we're in the hole there. So that is how I'm visualizing my putts. So thinking always, how do I hit a straight putt to get it to go in the hole? Now, reading these greens takes time and practice, particularly if you're changing between green speeds. They play very differently. Learning to read each green speed is a great skill. So keep practicing. You can keep that putting line after you hit the ball on, which is a really good way to see where you've made mistakes. You have a look at it, go, okay, why did it not do what I think? Oh, okay, I can see that now. So that's the concept, and that's something I would do. I always keep that on. It's very, very, very handy. So that's it from me. The ribs have done all they can do today. Hopefully you've taken a little bit out of that. Putting takes time. It takes practice. Sometimes they just drop and you feel super confident. Other times it's a battle, but it's something you constantly need to keep working on if you want to improve your game. Till next time, catch you later. Bye for now.